So, just like you choose your clothes for the day, you can choose your music to set your mood for the day. Because as women, we can do so much, but we let our emotions and our negative thoughts stop us. And like I said, this is not about fixing you. This is just about shutting up that noise because it's always going to be there. I don't know that we'll ever get rid of it, but we have to learn how to shut it up. Well, welcome back. It's good to have you back here in my emotional wardrobe. And if you've not been here before, I'm Jennifer Gilmore, and I'm so glad you're joining me in my closet. Today, I want to tell you that you don't need fixing, you need unveiling. So, this weekend, I decided to clean out part of my closet. Before now, cleaning out my closet meant basically moving them from one side to the other side or putting them in a box so I didn't see them because they didn't fit. But it was basically just rearranging chairs on the Titanic, right? I have my section of I'll fit into this one day. I used to fit into this. I'm going to get there again. I look so hot in this one. These are my fat clothes. These feel better. These are when I'm bloated. I don't know if you do that, but I do that. Oh, the one that gets me all the time is I paid too much not to wear this outfit, even if it looks terrible on me or just isn't the right style for me right now. Now, the other thing is, do you have clothes in your closet because somebody said, oh, that color looks great on you? And you're like, okay. I had a color analysis done one time and I tried to do everything they said and it just didn't feel like me. So if you've been there, I've been there. And what hit me was I realized I've been hanging on to things that don't fit me anymore. And I went, ding, ding, ding. I do that in my life. I'm hanging on to a lot of stuff that doesn't fit me anymore. So if I do the same thing emotionally that I'm doing physically, would that make a difference? Because I had hung on to thoughts like, I'm not good enough, I'm too old, too fat, too ugly, I missed my chance, who's going to want me, everybody's going to laugh at me. All those things from childhood, teenage years, they don't go away. They're in there and they come roaring out, especially when you try to change. And so I want you to think of your mind as your closet, and it's time to clean it out because some of those thoughts have been hanging around in your emotional wardrobe for decades. But the funny thing is that just because it's been hanging there for decades doesn't mean it still fits. Have you noticed how all the self help work is basically around fixing you? And so the focus is always that something's wrong with you. So, in order to get from point A to point B, we have to fix you. And I think that works for a while for us because we think, oh, it's something tangible I can do. It's steps I can do to feel better and become better. Partly because all those old stories are telling us what's wrong with us that needs to be fixed. And this can be everything from confidence to fitness. We need to fix your confidence. We need to fix your clothes. We need to fix your weight. We need to fix your health. We need to fix your wrinkles. We need to fix your relationships. And it can be exhausting, especially when there's contradicting advice on how to do that. And after a while, you look at yourself in the mirror and all you can see is what needs fixing. And I catch myself all the time doing that. Instead of looking in the mirror and seeing my successes and seeing what's good about me, all I see is what needs fixing: the wrinkles, the weight, the this, the that, the makeup, the hair. That's all I see. And that puts you immediately in a bad spot. Your mood immediately goes down. You are talking to yourself in a way that you wouldn't allow anybody else to talk to you. You don't see yourself as a woman who's raised a family, who's gotten an education, who's had a job or has a great job, who has traveled, who has worked hard, who has survived a divorce, who has survived a bad relationship, domestic abuse. You've worked hard. You've survived a lot and you've overcome so much, much more than a gray hair here or there, much more than a wrinkle here or there. And so I want you to strategically stop yourself every time and ask yourself, when did I become that person who's always looking for something wrong with me? But the truth is, you don't need fixing. I mean, women, we could rule the world. We already rule so many people's world. Our kids, our husbands, our parents. I mean, we are there for everybody. When are we going to do that for ourselves? And what I really think is women over 50 are not broken. They are in the prime of their life, but they're tired. They're overworked. They're undervalued. So if you're over 50, I want to tell you, you're not broken. You've accomplished so much and overcome so much, but you're tired. You're tired of trying to be everything to everybody. You're tired of doing what everybody else needs. You're tired of trying to chase impossible standards. Tired of believing that you have to earn the right to be happy and live the life that you've been dreaming of. You keep saying later, later, later. Well, later is now. And that's not broken. That's human. And we don't have an expiration date where, okay, at 50, I'm done. We've always been told that, I think, you retire at 55. Well, now that's totally not the way of life. And so I think in our heads, we thought kind of, I did anyway, a cutoff of 50, 55, life's over. Now it's retirement. You just travel and do stuff. And for me, it's been a discovery time. Luckily, growing up, my mom always told me that she loved her 50s. She finally felt like she knew who she was. She had money for the first time. She had a career for the first time that really meant something to her. And she didn't scare me of my 50s. And so I never had that fear. But of course, that number hits you differently when it hits, right? And so what it hit for me was, when are you going to stop trying to be a people pleaser? When are you going to stop doing it for everybody else? And I hid behind that people pleasing because I didn't want everybody to see what was inside of me. The only time I felt like I was truly myself was when I was singing or listening to music. That's when I didn't care what anybody thought. I was in my room. I could let it out. I could express what I was feeling, not as a performance, but I realized later that it was therapy. It was healing for me. My family used to make fun of me because I would go in my room all the time. I'd come out for dinner and then I'd go back in my room. So much so that they called it the cave. And I felt bad about that for a long time, like something was wrong with me. I had to fix myself because I wasn't so social. And what it was is that was my safe place it was the only place I could be myself, because even around family, I had to be somebody different. So, alone in my room, singing at the top of my lungs, I was actually Jennifer, the real her that nobody else saw. And so, over the last few years, I actually started writing songs. And so, I was able to put my feelings into words and then create music around it. And when I finished, I looked up and realized I have my whole life in a capsule. It's all right here. And it was 6 songs. And it took me from where I am now back to where I was and then onto the transformation. And I realized This is a message to women especially over 50 who feel like it's over. I've missed my chance. I'm too old. I can't do it anymore. That dream was stupid. It was a kid. It's just not there anymore. And I'm here to tell you it's still there. It's still beating in here and it's still driving you, whether you know it or not. You're pushing it down, but it's still there. And I want to help you unveil what's in there. And so I realized it was me telling my truth in a way that spoke for me. Because if I couldn't say it outright, I could sing it. And so I named it Unveiled. I was going to call it 50 Unveiled, but I think women in their 40s start to have this issue as well. So it is just unveiled. And I ask you, who will you be after you're unveiled? And that's the whole purpose of the album. And so what I've created is just like our closet, I've created your emotional wardrobe. So just like you choose your clothes for the day, you can choose your music to set your mood for the day. Because as women, we can do so much, but we let our emotions and our negative thoughts stop us. And like I said, this is not about fixing you. This is just about shutting up that noise because it's always going to be there. I don't know that we'll ever get rid of it, but we have to learn how to shut it up. And so that's my goal, is to help you shut up that noise, dress for the season of life you're in where you feel incredible, and have the music as your soundtrack behind you. Think of Rocky. How boring would it be just to see Rocky running up those stairs? Now, when you put that music behind it, holy cow, it's so inspiring, right? That's what I want to impart to you because I'm not interested in helping you become somebody else. I'm not interested in being your coach and hearing your problems. We're not here to dwell. We don't need to dwell. We've been through it. We know what it is. And we don't need to be fixed. I'm here to help you uncover the woman that's been there all along. And if you need it, give you the permission to let her out. I want that woman who still laughs, who still dreams. She still has a lot of life in front of her. She doesn't need fixing. You know what she needs? She needs you to listen. She needs you to listen. And if you truly listen, you're going to hear it, you're going to know, and you're going to remember what those dreams were. And then the trick is to shut that voice long enough when it starts telling you you're too old, it's too late, it's too far now, my kids need me, this needs me, my job, blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is, it's going to compete very loudly. So we're going to turn up the music, we're going to drown out the noise, and we're going to move forward. And then each time you move forward, let's say you just listen to a song, it changes you for 5 minutes. Okay, then the next step, those voices come, put another song on, let's go another 5 minutes. Step by step by step. This is not a huge overhaul. This is helping you right now. And once you get just far enough to make a step, your confidence builds. And then you take another step and your confidence builds. You don't have to wait for those voices to go away. Like I said, they're not going to go away. At least I haven't found out they go away. Mine are still there, but I know how to shut them up long enough to take a step forward. And that's what I want for you. So what are you going to wear today? Self-criticism? Worry? Doubt? Fear? Comparison? Guilt? What if today you chose kindness, love, happiness? What if today you spoke to yourself? I know everybody says, talk to yourself the way you would talk to a good friend. I'm going to tell you a little differently. It probably works for both if you have a son or a daughter, but if you have a daughter, definitely works. What would you say to her if she came to you and told you how you are feeling right now? If she said that to you, Mom, I'm 25. My life is over. I hate myself. And she's gorgeous. She's stunning. She's accomplished. But inside, she's hearing those thoughts. That's you. What would you say to her? Turn it around. Say it to yourself. Whether you speak it or you think it, and you just say it internally, start turning that conversation around. Don't listen to those voices. And talk to yourself as you would talk to your young daughter as she's entering this time of life that you feel like you missed. You missed the time frame, right? Picture her in that time frame. Help her get to where you are now. Because you're still that girl. And she's still got those same dreams. And we need to help her get there. For me, music does it. So what I want you to look at this week is every time you start feeling like I need to fix something about myself. And when you start to notice it, you're going to be amazed at how many times you don't look at yourself and say, wow. You look at yourself, oh, God, oh, geez, look at this and this. And you're going to realize how much that's weighing on you. And it gets heavy. It gets freaking heavy. What if you could just take it off, throw it on somebody else? Take it off. Take that emotional wardrobe, bag it up, take it to Goodwill. Leave it there. I want you to visualize it just like that because most women love clothes. They love to be in a closet. They love to have organization and love it to be beautiful. Why can't we do that with our life? Right? So I have a particular song I wrote. It's not part of the Unveiled series, but it works just the same. And it's called Made for This. And it is all about no matter what anybody says, you were made for this. You've got it inside you. And so I want you to get that song. It's on YouTube. I'll link it for you. But I want you to have that song on ready. Save it to your home screen, save it on your YouTube, however you want to do it. It's also on Spotify. Whatever's easier for you. I want you to save it on your phone somewhere so it's easy to access. Every time that thought comes in, I need to fix this, I want you to press play. And I want you to see how you feel after. I want you to see what you can do with music for your emotions. Because when you can control your emotions, you can control the world. And like I said, we're all so brilliant, so talented, and we let that inner critic tell us differently and keep us down. And I want to tell you, it's your turn now. It's your turn. It's your time. No more waiting. No more pushing it down. No more I'll do it later. No more fixing. We're moving forward. So I want you to get made for this. And I want you to let me know how you're doing with this. Try to see how many times you had to listen to it. See if that decreases by the end of the week. Because you're going to catch yourself more and more and say, no, even better. Once you play that song, you're going to feel better immediately. I say in under 3 minutes. When you're in that state of feeling better, I want you to look at whatever you like about yourself and say that to yourself in the mirror. We're going to start combating those thoughts. We're going to show them who's boss. So that's my wish for you. Now, again, I'm Jennifer Gilmore. If you are new here, I am so glad you found me. And I am here every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm in my closet on Tuesday, and on Thursday, I'm in front of a sparkly pink background where I sing for you. And that way, you can take what I've taught you here and actually just feel it over there. So one is Tuesday Talks. Thursday is Thursday Feels. I don't want you to think about anything. I want you to just feel. And those are created in playlists as well. So you'll be able to create your own playlist of what do I need today? What do I need to feel today? What do I want to feel today? And just pick a song just like you pick your clothes. Okay, that's what I want for you. It's that easy. So I hope to see you back here again. If you liked my video, give it a like. YouTube lets me know you liked it, and it lets me know that what I'm sharing with you is important to you. And if you do like it and you want more of it, consider hitting that subscribe button because you'll get notified every Tuesday and Thursday um, whenever anything new comes out. So, new releases, things like that, you'll be the first to know. So, I want you to go get made for this right now. Go to my Thursday Feels. I'll try to link it in the comments here, but if not, go to Thursday Feels, find made for this, make it on your phone. Easy to get to, because when you're in those moments, you're not going to be able to think and go find it. You're not going to remember it. Put it somewhere on your phone where it's easy to get to. Okay. And then hit play. Tell yourself something good about yourself, what you love about yourself, even if it's your ankles. Okay. Pick something you love about yourself. Say it to yourself in the mirror and see how you change as the week goes by. And I'd love for you to come back Thursday and let me know. Let me know, or let me know next Tuesday. Did something change for you? Did anything move for you? And if you're dealing with certain things that you want me to address, feel free to let me know in the comments, because I want to know what you need help with. I know what I've been through, but maybe you're going through something different. And if I can help, I want to help. So thank you so much for watching. I really do. I know there's so many choices out there. There's so much competing for your attention. So I hope I've given you some value today, and I hope that you will take it and try it. Try it for the week and let me know how you did. Thanks so much.